One of the greatest things about the e-commerce world is that it doesn't limit you to one particular product. Of course, one product stores in the e-commerce world are very popular, especially in the dropshipping realm. However, some of the biggest companies in the e-commerce space actually expand their product line significantly. And in today's video, we're going to explore and dive very deep into a really, really cool niche store that does over $2 million per month, and they're continuously expanding their product line in a niche that, in my opinion, is really cool, and it's actually growing. So this is going to be very interesting. We're going to dive into their marketing strategy, into their landing pages, their overall site design, everything, their market. We're going to look at this from the lens of an investor and also entrepreneur. So without further ado, let's get into it. The store is called the Bespoke Post, and as you see, they actually sell a variety of products, but what's really interesting about this store is that they actually offer a membership program. So they have a monthly recurring revenue component to the business, which in my opinion is one of the most powerful things you can do as an e-commerce business, is have a recurring revenue added to your business. So as you see, they sell all kinds of gear. Some of these products are pretty random, but they all fit into this niche of outdoorsy, sort of rough, I guess like utility products. Utility products is probably the best way that I can describe this. However, we can also see, if we just look up quality gear, which is what Bespoke is all about. If we look at some of their financial statements here, what their description is a membership service that helps people discover high quality gear from the best small brands in the world. So they built this marketplace. It's almost like a social network and e-commerce business at the same time, with a membership monthly recurring component. It's honestly so cool. So let's actually take a look at some of their best sellers. We always like to do this because we want to see what products are actually performing the best for them. Wow, I'm not surprised to see this. A duffel bag is one of their best-selling products, and it makes a lot of sense. These are really, really powerful these days. People are traveling a lot, but also an axe. Axes are actually surprisingly a great niche. So same with these crates. I believe I've seen some of these from IKEA and other kinds of European companies. I've seen those before. But let's take a look at this duffel bag, okay? Because this is one of their best-selling products. It's $125. So this is certainly not a cheap store, right? All of these products are high quality, and their prices reflect that. One thing I do want to say and mention is that they don't have products on sale all the time. They do have a sales section, but most of their products are not on sale, which does kind of gives us like a more high quality vibe to the store overall. Now, if we browse through here, we see the product images are brilliant. These are, just basically lifestyle images, which I love to see. And you can see a lot of the utility and benefits of the product. You can see that you can fit a lot of stuff in here, even your shoes on the bottom. It has a shoe holder. It goes really nicely on your luggage. And honestly, that's pretty much it. They don't really go too crazy with, a ton of, they have more images here if we click. But these are part of the, image selector as opposed to on the product description. Oh my goodness, what happened here? So I don't know what I clicked there, but what I wanted to do is this. I wanted to look at this in mobile view, because this is actually the most important way to view your store. And as you see, this looks really nice, and you can actually add the product to cart right away above the fold. So I'll move myself so you can kind of see this a little bit more before we dive into their ads. One of the interesting things is that they actually highlight their story, the story behind each product. So there's also this like editorial component to the business where they have a copywriter or some sort of journalist or writer write stories for each product, which honestly makes you want to buy it more, and it justifies the price of the product a lot more. So very, very cool. Very cool brand right here. And as you see, they also talk about the brand. So let's actually click this and let's see what the brand is all about. So as you see, line of trade is just this type of brand that they offer on their store. But again, they offer so many different brands. Like if we go to their everyday carry, for example, we can see, wow, this is crazy, $140 for this particular multi-tool. That's pretty interesting. And yeah, these are all just very congruent products. It's all really nicely branded. Now, If we dive a little bit deeper into their ad strategy, we can actually uncover something interesting, which is the fact that they are running a lot of different ads. So this is kind of glitching right now. I don't know why it says 13 active, because they actually have over 120 different active ads right now, which makes a lot of sense given that they have such a wide product catalog. And that's one of the advantages of these kinds of niche stores, and why, in my opinion, niche stores are so powerful, is that you don't have to rely on just one product to carry your entire brand. Although even with brands like this, one product tends to get the majority of the spend, the majority of the sales. But then by having complementary products or other related products, you can increase the average order value of your store and the lifetime customer value of every single customer that you gain. And that's how you really make an e-commerce business a super strong business, right? Because then once you're acquiring these customers, you're building an email list. You can show them new products all the time. You can show them new products through your ads, right? Like how they're doing. They're running a lot of image ads, interestingly enough. So look at their wording. This is really interesting. Their messaging: themed boxes for those who give a damn. Take a short quiz to get started. So this is what I'm talking about, right? Quality gear. The people who are going to be buying quality gear are people that actually care about the product quality. And believe it or not, there's a huge niche of people that actually care a lot about product quality, right? Most people say they do, but they really don't. They would rather get a good deal. But by addressing these people directly through their messaging, they're actually reaching that target demographic that they're looking for and are making the business super strong. So a lot of image ads, but they also do
Not
mix
everybody
in some really high quality UGC videos like this.
cares about quality.
Who
Some
cares
people
about
just want
quality?
crap.
They
If
just
that's
want
you,
crap.
bespoke.
So yeah, they're really going hard at this like quality over quantity angle, or not even quality over quantity, just quality, period. Let me take a look at their boxes, because I really am very interested in this membership component. So if you go to their subscription box, you can see quality gear for people who give a damn. And all the gear you want and nothing you don't. So you can scour the globe for looking for unique brands and assemble their best gear into monthly shipments. So based on your interest, wow, super interested. Skip or swap as many times as you want. There's really no catch. So you can support small brands and you reap the benefits. So we place large orders with these small businesses to create serious savings for our club members. Members only pricing. So you can get 40% off for being a member. And boxes are $49 for members. So let's see, $0 to become a member. You're in control. You just got to take a quiz, and then they pair you with some interesting products. So yeah, if we take the quiz, we'll just go through this super fast. Let's just pick random stuff. Let's just see kind of what it's all about. Men's shoe size. So they kind of give you a catered selection of these kinds of products. Men's grooming, travel bag, music gear. Okay, so we got to create an account. I'm not going to create an account right now, but you see the process, right? It's actually pretty intricate, and it's mostly catered towards people that already follow the brand, right? That already are happy with their products from the brand, which is so genius. I absolutely love to see this, and it opens up my mind to the possibilities. There's no rules to how you can build your e-commerce business. And just as a little caveat here for you guys, if you do have a Shopify business that you're looking to exit, we are buying Shopify businesses right now. You can just fill out this form. If you just click here, it'll lead you to a form. And then on this form, you can basically see what we're looking for. So I'm really mainly looking for businesses on Shopify that have high margins, a unique advantage, organic growth, healthy profits, successful operations, a positive and ethical approach, but also recurring revenue. I would love to buy businesses with recurring revenue here. So hit me up if that's you. But just a little caveat here. I do want to post or talk a little bit about their social media strategy, because it's really awesome. So personally, I see this brand almost as like there's so many components to it, right? There's the media component. So they're have editorials for each product. They're posting these, like very curated kinds of aesthetics. So they're really reaching a very specific demographic. But then they are also acting as a marketplace, similar to Amazon in a way, where they just have a bunch of different companies that they buy from, right? Or that, people can list on their store, but they have to fit a specific criteria. So unlike Amazon that has every product, they have a very specific selection that fits their aesthetic, fits their niche. And that way they're able to expand with a really narrow focus still. It's really cool. And then lastly, they're sort of have this software component where they enable you to create a monthly recurring box that you can get every single month with products that are likely to fit whatever you're into. Really cool idea, right? They do have a YouTube channel as well. They're posting every single week, which is awesome to see. Again, they're very much on top of their content strategy, which is something I highly suggest brands to do. At Chemilab, my agency, some of our best success stories where we've scaled to millions per month even have come from brands that are really on top of their organic presence and organic content. And that's why I prefer to work with those kinds of brands that actually don't just rely entirely on ads, although ads on Meta specifically can scale ridiculously. And these guys know that. That's why they're running a lot of ads. When you do this, when you start producing content organically as well, it really does expand your audience. It builds a retargeting list. You're reaching new people. You're testing content without necessarily spending money on ads for it. And it's a really good strategy. They also do post on Twitter a little bit, on X. I would honestly say that they should post more on X. I know it may sound like a distraction, but they've raised a lot of money, right? So they have the resources for it. I don't know where that page went, but I had it pulled up here. They've raised over $40 million. So hiring somebody, an intern, to be posting a lot of their content on X, in my opinion, is a good idea because they're going to reach, most likely their target demographic. And they're posting some beautiful content on Instagram, and X really is pushing a lot of videos these days. So I would do that if I were them. If anybody from Bespoke is watching this, please hit me up. I would love to connect with you. And maybe we can even work together. That would be cool. But ultimately, this brand is super inspiring to me. That's why I wanted to share with you. Here's some of the data, the estimated monthly sales. They're actually estimated to be doing more than this, but sometimes store leads and similar web, these sites are not entirely accurate, and people get mad at me for making these videos sometimes, but I'm just giving you the idea here, right? I'm not looking to get people to buy this business or anything. So it's okay if things are a little bit inaccurate, right? 2.2 million monthly visitors. I mean, this aligns pretty well with what we see on store leads, and it also aligns well with what we see from their investor. Let me just look it up super quick so you can see. It was Bespoke revenue is what I looked up here. Lead IQ is a pretty reliable source for the most part. And as you see, they've done 40 million in funding. And somewhere here we can see their estimated revenue. It's somewhere here. But yeah, 35 million, 27 to 35 million. So this makes sense. And hopefully, this inspires you to create your own kind of business, whether it is a branded dropshipping store where you're, sourcing products from China, or whether you create your own version of a branded dropshipping store by maybe going to your local communities and finding these small businesses just like they're doing, and maybe setting up dropshipping deals with them, right? Maybe they have the resources to ship orders online, but they don't have the resources to create an online presence and a marketing presence, but maybe you do. So you could create a business like that, and basically mimic what they're doing, but in your own niche. So lots of great ideas that can come out of something like this. I hope that you enjoyed this, and that's really about it. See ya.